What's going on, guys? Nick over at Stat7 Games here, and today I think I wanted to take the time to talk about my first, actual in-person transaction for, buying cards. It's funny because, you know, I, right now we're small scale. I'm on Facebook Marketplace looking around locally, trying to find people who are trying to sell their cards, move this and that. And I'm going through a listing, and some kid out in I'm not gonna say where, but some kid out in another town, and he's like, "Hey man, I got this collection here." He was trying to sell it for like $400. It was not worth that much. We talked him down to like 150, 200, something like that, and he was like, "Okay." We pulled the trigger. So I drive like 30 minutes out of town. Probably won't ever do that again. It has to be a good reason. But yeah, so we drive out there 20, 30 minutes out of town. I meet up with this kid. We're at a Piggly Wiggly. I don't know if anyone else in here knows what a Piggly Wiggly is, but it's like a supermarket. And he drives up. I'm pretty sure he's with his dad, obviously. And this guy's got like a truck this tall. It's like I'm looking up, like, "Hey, what's up? You got the cards?" Kid comes out. He's got his box with all the cards. And yes, he's got bulk. That's what that's what I'm really mainly interested. But he had this little tiny binder that had a couple of EXs and IRs and a couple of other fancy cards, which were what really made his lot worth the extra couple hundred, like the extra $150. And there was a couple of cards in there. I didn't look good enough, and you know where I'm getting at with this. They were fake. A couple of them was like the Landorus. I looked through the binder. I'm like, okay, it looks pretty good, looks decent. I should have checked the cards again. I should have checked all the cards, like the more pricier cards. I should have just opened it, looked at it. It was my first transaction. I'm kind of like nervous. So we do the deal, buy the cards, whatever. He moves out. We're looking, and we're doing more of a detailed look now after the deal's done, and that's when we find out we got a couple of fakes, and I'm like, damn, that sucks. It happens. Was I bummed out? Yeah, but it's also a learning lesson in this business that you're not gonna always get the best end of the deal. You're not gonna come out on top every time, and especially if you get fake cards, it happens. It definitely opened my eyes more to how many fake cards there are in Pokemon, and just how careful you got to be, guys, when you're doing deals. And I mean, God, the kid was like in freaking high school, whatever. He might have known he had fakes. He might have known. Who knows? I'll never know. He might have been innocent the whole time. He might have been evil. He might have been the one that printed the damn fake card. I don't know. Did I kind of feel a little frustrated on the way back driving? Yeah, but hey, there's going to be other deals down the road. There's going to be other times where if I didn't feel the sting of that transaction, who knows what might happen in the one. It might be even it might be an even worse deal that happens. So knowing this moving forward, I'm definitely going to be more cautious, more careful, especially when it comes to buying like actual collections. Like right now, buying bulks, whatever. I pay this amount for each card. Boom, whatever. So if there's something to take away from today's video, guys, it's that when you go out and you're buying cards, doing trades, doing deals, just be careful. There's going to be people out there that they may not know any better, or they might be actually out to get you. So, all right, guys, as always, Nick here at Stat7 Games. We'll see y'all in the next one.